Hello everybody, welcome to the Bronies UK YouTube channel. I am one of your hosts here, John, and today I'm back to do a very quick response to Moliminous. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Moliminous. And he made a video, essentially you could say nearly a day ago now, and it was about why do adults like cartoons? And it was pretty much him talking about his own thoughts. Now, I'm not going to pretty much say word for word what he said in that video. All I'm going to do is I'm going to link it in the description below this video so you can go and watch his video if you so wish. And this is just my kind of response, but also it's kind of like my own words, and I don't want it to be a complete direct response. I want to kind of have my own thoughts on this. Now, with this being the Bronies UK YouTube channel, of course I'm going to be mainly referencing My Little Pony in this video, but or Friendship is Magic. But I'm also going to be talking about other different types of animation that I'm a fan of. Now, so the point of the video, like I said, it's why do adults like cartoons? And personally, I obviously am an adult, and I have been a fan of animation since I can remember. I've been a fan of it since my mum first took me to see The Lion King, and The Lion King was the very first animated feature-length movie I ever saw at the cinema. Ever since then, I just fell in love with Disney movies, and obviously Pixar came out in 95, 96 with Toy Story, and that was my second film I ever went to see. And I just fell in love with the whole animation thing, like, you know, the whole traditional animation that was the traditional cell animation that went into The Lion King, and the CGI, fully CGI CG, you know, animation with Toy Story, with Pixar. So from that, I just fell in love with animation. And when I was a kid, I grew up with shows such as I grew up with a channel called Toonami and Fox Kids that later become Jetix, and Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. And through those channels, I grew up with such shows such as like Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, Cowboy Bebop, Gundam Wing, Sailor Moon, Digimon, Pokemon, so on and so forth. I could just name them for as long as possible. Oh, Dragon Ball Z as well. And channels such as like Toonami and Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon and Fox Kids / Jetix later on, and obviously Disney Channel, they all really kind of brought to me all these interesting different animated shows, cartoons and anime and so on. And so today, it brings me to today, which is the whole idea. I am now an adult, and I find cartoons incredibly therapeutic. That is the main reason why I like them. Now, it's not the only reason why. That is just one reason why. I found cartoons really enjoyable and a great way to escape the stresses and the problems that go into everyday life. And I just feel that when I watch an episode or series of something that I either watched when I was a kid, or I discover something new, which is My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, in this instance, you know, when I discover something new, such as My Little Pony, I just gravitate towards it, and I'm able to kind of de-stress and feel happy, and it just helps me out with my insecurities. So that is my response in a nutshell. I just love animation. I always have. I'm a fan of how vibrant and how beautiful animation can be. and some animation could have beautiful artwork, but it might not have a really good story, or you might not have such a good animation style, but you have a good story. But when you found something like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, now My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is a show that is kind of frowned upon with some people when it comes to the fan base mainly being adults, rather than the target audience, which is supposed to be mainly girls, little girls. Now, a lot of people kind of frown upon that and or not necessarily frown upon it, they just don't get it, they don't understand it. And to be honest, I was never a fan of the original My Little Pony stuff that came out way back in the late 70s, early 80s with the toy line and everything. I never went down that road. I was more into Transformers and G.I. Joe and things like that when I was a kid. Or should I say Action Force when it was here in the UK. So I was into that kind of thing. And I pretty much kind of discovered My Little Pony Friendship is Magic through a complete accident. You know, I was just flicking through the channels, saw an episode, decided to go back and watch the entire episode, and from that point on I started watching it from the beginning, from season 1, and then just kind of went straight through, and just kind of got caught up, which was up to season 3 at the time. And then I just carried on watching it from then on. I've not been to any Brony conventions so far, but I am planning to do it in the future. As you can see behind me, I have got some Rainbow Dash artwork prints behind me. And I've become quite the fan. And to be honest, I think the reason why you do get a lot of adults that like animation, in my opinion, is because it's down to nostalgic value, and also maybe it's down to the similar methods, the similar things that I like it, which is it helps them through a lot of problems with anxiety, depression and stresses of the everyday life, such as work and college or university or whatever. And I generally believe that is why a lot of adults really enjoy it, is because it brings out their inner child, and they're able to celebrate and able to enjoy something that they used to like when they was a kid, for nostalgic value, and also it also kind of, when they maybe discover something new cartoon or new series or something, and they kind of gravitate towards that, and it still helps them in the same way. And that is my opinion, and that is my response to Moliminous' new video. So thank you very much for watching, my friends. Thank you for your continued support on the Bronies UK channel. I've noticed we are now up to 13 subscribers at the time of this video being uploaded, so I just want to say a big thank you to the new subscribers. So on behalf of myself and my good friend Sam, who is the other co-host on this channel, thank you for your continued support and your patience, and we're back very soon. So until next time, peace, bro, bye-bye.